Hey y'all, Yuritsa here, and I have a unboxing video for you guys again today. Surprise, surprise. This is the Mushroom Tarot 25 Cards and Guide illustrated by Chris Adams. It's not something that I'm familiar with really. I got it from a new subscription box, 9 of Earth, that I just subscribed to that just started out. That's like tarot and oracle focused because it's called the Mushroom Tarot, but it's only got 25 cards. I'm assuming it's majors only, plus a couple extras. So this is the box. It's really skinny. It had plastic on it that I nicked the box just a little bit getting it out because it was so tight on there. It was hard to avoid with my box cutter, but this is the nice little box, the back, and let's just dive straight in. Let's see, in the name of the hyphae, I don't know, the spore and the holy host. I have no idea what that word is and definitely not how to pronounce it, but that's fine. And then, all right, is that it? Yeah, okay. So these are the cards. This is the little booklet that it comes with. We'll take a look at this in a moment. Standard tarot size, looks like. Bit of a shiny glossy sheen to it. I do like that I can tell if it's upright or not. Yeah, no gilding or anything, edging. Sweet, so let's just dive right in because I have zero idea what to expect. Okay, so it looks like there's cover card first on top. Then a little info card, so let's see. The Mushroom Tarot is an original collection of drawings by Chris Adams, spawned from a love of all things mythological and a fascination with the archetypes of the tarot. This first edition includes the 25 cards of the major arcana as well as a guide with Chris's interpretations of each card and info about his mushroom pairings. And then it's got that same thing from the box. Cool. Okay, already I can tell that I'm gonna struggle through this because I'm not gonna know how to pronounce any of these things. Let's see, we've got A, the mycelium, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I mean, I assume the name of the mushroom, but beyond that, I have no idea. We've got B, and then I'm not going to try and pronounce that word again. I do like that it's showing us the root systems for those two. It's kind of cool. Let's see, C, the spore. So I'm guessing those are extra cards? Yeah, okay. So the Fool. So we're moving into black and white now. The Magician. I like how it's almost humanoid, like a hooded figure. The High Priestess. The Empress, the Emperor. I'm getting the feeling that, I mean, so far all of the traditional majors are black and white, which I'm a little bummed because I liked the color in the first ones. The Hierophant. What are they, scorpions down here? Interesting. The Lovers, the Chariot, frogs, toads, something like that. Strength, kind of looks like someone chopped off the top. The Hermit, which is interesting because there's, I would expect a lone mushroom. Although maybe that is a lone mushroom, I don't know. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. And the Hanged Man. I don't know why you wouldn't use this opportunity to call it the hanged mushroom, but maybe I'm just weird. Death. Temperance. The devil. That's a creepy looking devil if I ever saw one. Sorry if you hear some scratching in the background, it's just my cat's having a good time. See the tower. The star, I like that a lot. The moon. I'm intrigued by how much some of these cards are like very obviously influenced by the Smith weight as opposed to others. The sun. Judgment. Mushroom-headed people. And the world. Cool. Not really sure how I feel about this deck yet. This is my first majors only deck, which is cool because like there are times where I will separate out the majors only, but it's nice to have one that is just that. But yeah, I mean, I really like the use of color in these 3 extra cards, and I've got to be honest, I'm pretty bummed that these aren't colored. I would probably be bummed anyway, but starting with all of this gorgeous color and then moving into this line art just feels kind of sad. So they're pretty thin, not like super shiny, but you know, just kind of standard cardstock, I guess. Yeah, move pretty easily against each other. I don't mind doing a casino shuffle of this because I'm not quite as attached to it as I am with most of my decks. Yeah, shuffles really easily. It helps that there's so few cards. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of this off screen. We'll pull a card. If I pull one of the, we'll look at the book for at least one of the traditional majors and one of the extra cards because I want to see a little bit of both there. So I'll be back in a moment. All right, these are probably about as well shuffled as a deck this small can get. Slide out very easily, which I like. And let's see this one. Death. It's one of my favorite majors, actually. What did I do with that tiny little guidebook? Oh, there it is. So, guidebook, let me find, let's see, it's got an intro, and then, all right, let's track down death. Okay, so I guess that's probably the name of the mushroom. When I see the death card, I think of the stereotypical fortune teller turning one over for a nervous customer in a murder mystery, then looking up with a gasp and contorted face. But maybe it isn't bad at all. Death might be only a moment of change or transition. Moving between phases of life or moving between the biggest phase change of death to new life might be healthy to start pondering sooner rather than later. As a side note, I can't help but see a smiling skeleton working away under a beautiful sunset when I look at most traditional tarot versions. Amanita ocreata is perhaps a melancholy choice for this card. The destroying angel is most notorious for its deadly relationship with mistaken mycophagists, but it is truly a beautiful species and a member of the genus with maybe the most mesmerizing life stages. Amanitas begin as an egg and then slowly unfold into some lovely and archetypal mushroom forms, leaving behind remnants of each phase as spots on the cap and rings on their stipes. That's cool. This does make me like the deck more. I know that the little info card mentioned that he talked about the mushroom choices that he made. I was wondering how in-depth that was gonna go, and I do very much appreciate that they're identified by a common name, so the destroying angel, and the scientific name, as well as like what about that particular mushroom made it a good choice for him for that card. So I really appreciate that. Let me pick out one of those extra cards. See if I can find one real quick so that we can take a look at those as well. I just want to get, a good feel for it. So I'm just gonna grab the first one that I see, which is the Spore. So I just want to take a look at what the guidebook has to say about that. So it looks like it's on this page, the Myco guides. I like to think of these 3 Myco guide cards as mood-setting archetypes. Before you dig into the major arcana cards for a reading, you might lay these face down and flip one to guide the context of their reflection or divination. So the Spore. We send spores out into the world to create connectivity to the whole. Think on whatever you find in today's reading through the lens of collective oneness or interaction with something bigger than yourself. In all of the MA descriptions, we see a push-pull between inner reflection and connectivity to a collective being. After you've nurtured what's inside yourself, find a healthy way to share with the rest of us. Okay, that's cool. Still a little bit bummed that the majors aren't colored, but I do actually really like this kind of neat idea of these less being like bonus divinatory cards and more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not quite significator cards, but like a guiding focus for the reading, as opposed to like a part of it. Like, I don't know. I like that idea a lot, so that, you know, you could be like, okay, the Spore, like what can I look at and send out into the world, and then, you know, lay out a few cards like that to get a feel for that energy. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have super strong feelings about this deck right now, one way or the other. I'm coming into it having no real like expectations from the deck because I just simply hadn't heard of it really or seen it much before, but I am excited to play around with it, learn a little bit more about some mushrooms. Yeah, my biggest negative is the lack of use of color in these cards. I just think this one is so pretty, but I guess understanding now what these cards are intended to do, I can kind of see where the creator was going with that. So yeah, that's it, nice and short. You know, small deck, shorter video, that's the way it goes. I will see you guys next time. That's all I've got for now. I love you so much, mean it, and I will see you later.